Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so this afternoon we're going to talk about evaluation of rational function. Okay, so to start with, let us discuss first our objectives. Okay, at the end of the lesson, we will be able to recall the ideas of function, distinguish rational function, and evaluate rational functions using the given values of x. Okay, so let us have a memory call. Okay, so when we talk about rational function, it is a function which is expressed in to a rational fraction or in a form of ratio. Okay, na atay numerator na atay denominator which is expressed into polynomials. Okay, so that is so now let us proceed with evaluation of a rational function. Now, given given the rational function, then we are going to evaluate by substituting the values of our x to the given function. So now, before we dig into our discussion for this afternoon, let us define if what is a rational function. So, a rational function is a function which can be defined by a rational fraction or an algebraic fraction such that both the numerator and denominator are polynomials. Okay? So, when we talk about polynomials, it is an expression which consists symbols, numbers, or naatay variables. Okay? So it is denoted by or represented by a function f of x is equal to p of x over q of x. And always remember that our q of x should not be equal to 0. Okay? So if the denominator will become 0, so our function is mahimo siyang undefined. Okay. So let us have an example of a rational function. Okay, first naatay y is equal to x squared plus 5 over x plus 2. Okay, always remember that y represent a function or this is equal to f of x. Okay, so based from this given, x squared plus 5 is our numerator. Okay, this is what we call our numerator, and x plus 2 is our denominator. So, in which our p of x is just equal to x squared plus 5, and our q of x is equal to x plus 2. So, second example, we have y is equal to x cubed plus 2x minus 1 over 6x squared. Okay, so x cubed plus 2x minus 1 is our numerator. And 6x squared is our denominator. So our numerator, this is also known as our p of x. Okay? This is our p of x. So this is a polynomial expression. Second, we have our q of x which is equal to 6x squared. Okay. So this is a type of polynomial which is na a single term. So meaning this is an example of a monomial expression. So take note that the domain of a rational expression consists of the set of real numbers, except those expressions or polynomials that make the denominator equal to 0. So those are an example of irrational functions. Now, let us proceed in evaluating a rational function. How are we going to evaluate a given rational function? Okay? So, to evaluate to evaluate rational functions, we need values of x. So, that is why evaluation of function, a rational function is just a process of calculating or replacing the value of a function y by or for the given values of x. So example, let us have an example. Okay, number 1, we have a function f of x is equal to x squared plus 5 over over x plus 1. Okay, so this given function, this given rational function is expressed in a fraction form. Na atay nakita nga numerator which is equal to x squared plus 5, then our denominator is equal to x plus 3 or our q of x. Now the value of our x is equal to 5. Let us now evaluate the given function by replacing the value of x or substitute the value of x to the given function. Okay, let's start. So apply substitution. We have, so f of x, instead of writing x, pulihan nato si x, which is equal to 5. That is why natay f of 5 is equal to x squared. Then our x is equal to 5. So replace x as the value which is naatay 5. So 5 squared plus 5 over x plus 3, or replace the value of x. Okay, naatay 5 plus 3. Then, pwede na din ta simplify by applying PEMDAS rule or laws of exponent. Okay, based from this one, we need to operate first the numerator and denominator. Atong i-simplify ang numerator and denominator. So that is why 5 square, okay, 5 square or 5 times 5, this is 25. Then, copy the constant number which is 5 over 5 plus 3, this is 8. Then simplify or operate. So 25 plus 5, this is 30 over 8. Okay, so after this one, we need to reduce to lowest term. Okay, so mangita tag number, a number which is divisible by the numerator and divisible to denominator. Okay, so naatay 2. Okay, so 30 is divisible by 2 and 8 is divisible by 2. That is why 30 divided by 2 is 15 and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So therefore, 5 over 4 is our final answer. Okay, na-reduce na siya into lowest term. Okay, the value of our function, if our x is equal to 5, then naatay function which is 15 over 4. Okay, so now let us proceed with the next example. Okay, next example we have p of x is equal to 2x plus 3 over 3x squared minus 2, in which our x is equal to 2. Now let us find out the value of our function given the value of x which is positive 2. Okay, so we need to apply substitution or direct substitution. Just substitute the value of our x to the given function. Okay, so we have p of x. Okay, so since naman tayo value ni x, pulihan na to og 2. So this will become p of 2 is equal to 2 times the value of our x, which is 2 plus 3 over 3 times 2 to the power of 2. Our 2 is the value of our x minus 2. Then after this one, pwede na din ta mag-simplify by using or by applying PEMDAS rule. Okay? Pag may kag PEMDAS rule, this is parenthesis, exponent, multiplication or division, addition or subtraction. Okay? So, mo ni atong i-follow. This will serve as our guidelines, our guide to operate the given function. Okay? And we can also apply the laws of exponent. Okay? So, based from this given, since 2 and 2 is nagtapad sila, this indicates multiplication process. Okay? Then, sa denominator, we have 3 times 2 to the power of 2. Based from PEMDAS, mag-una ang exponent. Okay? So, that is why we have 2 to the power of 2. Okay? Mo ni atong una nga i-operate. So, p of 2 is equal to 4 plus 3. So, 4 is taken from natay 2 times 2. That is why natay 4 plus 3 over, we have 2 to the power of 2. Based from the laws of exponent, 2 to the power of 2 can be written as or can be expressed as 2 times 2. So 2 times 2, that is why naatay 4 diri. Then next to this, i-simplify na to. Okay? Operate. We have P of 2 is equal to 7. 4 plus 3, this is 7. Then, 3 times 4. Since nagtapad man sila, it indicates multiplication process. So, 3 times 4, this is 12. Copy ang negative 2. So, that is why natay 7 over 12 minus 2. Okay, so then after this one, we need to reduce to lowest term. So 7 over 12 minus 2. So 7, copy ang 7. 12 minus 2 is 10. So therefore, natay P of 2 is equal to 7 over 10. Okay? So after this one, mangita tag number nga ma-divide ang numerator and at the same time ang denominator para ma-apply na to ang divisibility rule. Okay? So, as you can observe, ang atong numerator which is 7 is a prime number. So, pag prime number wala tay laing factor aside from 1 and itself. So, therefore, mao ni atong final answer. We have 7 over 10 if our x is equal to 2. Okay? Now let us proceed with the next example. Okay, next example we have, given the function g of x is equal to x squared minus 1 over 2x plus 1. So kung kini daw tong given rational function, so rational function kay naamantay values of our numerator and denominator. It was expressed in a fraction form. Okay? So, let us evaluate our given rational function by using the value of our x, which is equal to 4. Okay, just apply substitution. So, substitute the value of x, which is 4, to the given function. So, we have g of x is equal to, so we have g of 4. This is g of 4 is equal to 4 squared minus 1 over 2 times 4 plus 1. Okay? So, then after ani, we need to simplify by using or applying PEMDAS rule and laws of exponent. Okay, so 4 square. So 4 square can be expressed or can be written as 4 times 4. So 4 times 4, this is 16. Copy ang negative 1. Then, that is 16 minus 1 over 2 times 4, this is 8 plus 1. Okay, so next to this one, we need to simplify or operate the given operation. Okay, we have g of 4, this is g of 4, not g of 2, is equal to 15 over 9. Okay, 15 over 9, okay, mangita tag number which is divisible by the numerator and also divisible to denominator. Okay, so 15 over 9 is can be reduced to lowest term by dividing both sides to negative 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So as you can observe, 5 and 3 is a prime number. Okay? Walay laing factor aside from 1 and itself. So therefore, 5 over 3 is our final answer. Meaning, 5 over 3 is the value of our function if our x is equal to 4. Okay? So, diri kaning function, instead of g of 2, this is g of 4. Okay? So, now let us proceed with the next example. Okay? Given by the function f of x is equal to 2x to the power of 2 plus 9x over 3x plus 4 plus 8. Now, let us evaluate the given function given the value of our x which is equal to negative 1. Okay? Una natong buhaton, we need to apply substitution. Okay? To substitute, okay, pulihan nato ang atong function, atong x's, using the value of x which is negative 1. So we have f of negative 1 is equal to 2 times negative 1 square plus 9 times negative 1. Okay, giilisan lang nato ang x diri So instead of writing x, ilisan na to ang value na. Ilisan og value which is negative 1. Then the same with the denominator. We have 3 times x, pulihan na to value ni x which is negative 1 plus 4. Then, pwede na din ta mag-simplify by applying PEMDAS rule and laws of exponent. Okay? So, to simplify, let us, okay, we have negative 1. So, PEMDAS, based from PEMDAS rule, nata exponent. So, unahon na to solve ang naay exponent. So, negative 1 to the power of 2, this can be written as negative 1 times negative 1. So, based from the rules of integer, negative times negative, that is positive. So, therefore, negative 1 square is positive 1. Then, negative 3 times negative 1. So based from the rules of integer, negative times positive, this is negative. That is why 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Okay, next to this one is we need to simplify. Okay, so to simplify, we have f of negative 1 is equal to 2. So 2 times 1, this is 2. Copy ang negative 9. Okay, negative 3 plus 4. Okay, based from the rules of integer, addition of integers, natay, copy the sign of the bigger number. So 3 and 4, mas dako si 4. That is why we need to copy the sign of a bigger number, then proceed to subtraction. Okay, 4 minus 1, 4 minus 3 is 1, then copy ang 8. Okay, next is 2 minus 9, this is negative 7. Negative 7 over 1 is just negative 7, then plus 8 dayon ka. Okay, so simplify, operate. Then we have negative 7 plus 8, so naatay positive 1. Copy the sign of the bigger number, then proceed to subtraction. Okay, so that is on how to evaluate a given rational function. Okay? Una na itong buhaton, we need to apply substitution. So just substitute or replace the value of your x to the given function. Pulihan na to ang x's niya. Then, operate or simplify by applying the different rules in mathematics for us to arrive with the answer, okay, the value of our function. So if our x is equal to negative 1, then our function is equal to 1. Okay, so now let us have a quick test. Okay, quick test regarding with our discussion for this afternoon. So we have evaluate the following rational functions. So number 1, if f of x is equal to x plus 5 over 3, and find the value of our function, or find the value of the rational function given the value of x, which is 4. Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, letter A, 3. Letter B, 4. Letter C, 5. Letter D, 6. Okay, A, B, C, or D. Okay, time is up. The correct answer we have letter A, 3. So, ato lang gibuhat, just substitute the value of x, which is 4. So, 4, substitute sa atong numerator, value sa atong numerator, natay x. So, 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay. Next is number 2. G of x is equal to 4x plus 2 over 3x squared, and our x is equal to negative 5. So ato lang ging buhaton, just substitute the value of x to the given function. Then simplify. Okay? So letter A, we have negative 18 over 75. Letter B, we have 18 over 75. Letter C, negative 6 over 25. And letter D, we have 6 over 25. Letter A, B, C, or D. Okay? Good for 1 minute. Okay? Time is up. Okay, the correct answer we have Letter C, negative 6 over 25. So just substitute negative 5 to the given function. So 4 times negative 5, this is 20. 20 plus 20 plus 2, this is negative 18. So, sa denominator, we have negative 5, substitute to x. So, negative 5 square is positive 25. 25 times 3, this is 75. So, negative 18 over 75. Now, negative 18 over 75 is, pwede na to siya divide. Okay, divisible by pila. Okay, divisible by 3. So 18 divided by 3, that is 6. Then 75 divided by 3 is 25. So therefore, we have negative 6 over 25. Now let us proceed with other test. Okay, number 3. H of x is equal to 5x squared minus 2 over 3x plus 4. If our x is equal to 6. Okay, just apply substitution. Just substitute the value of x to the given function. We have function h of x is equal to 5x squared minus 2 over 3x plus 4. Okay, substitute x to the numerator and denominator. So 6. So we have 6 squared. So 6 times 6 is 36. Okay? 36 times 5, this is 180. So 180, okay? So, okay, choices, natay, 178, letter A, letter B, letter C. Okay? So, 2 minutes. Okay? Okay. So, the correct answer we have 89 over 11. So, why 89 over 11? Ato lang gibuhat is nag-substitute lang ta sa given function. We have 6. Substitute to the numerator. We have 6 squared. 6 squared is 30. 36 times 5 is 180. Okay? 180 minus 2 is 178. Okay. So 3 times x, or the value of our x is 6. So 3 times 6 is 18. Plus 4, this is 22. So we have 178 over 22. Now 178 over 22 is divisible by 2. So 178 divided by 2 is 89. 22 divided by 2 is 11. Therefore, ang atong answer is 89 over 11. Okay? So, that would be all for this afternoon. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope you've learned something from our discussion. God bless everyone.